We will give 3 questions. Period.
Yes. Mr. President, I'm Sylvester Chilople. I work for the Spoon Network. You just had a meeting with the management of the RIA, and now you're touring the various facilities at the airport. What did you observe, and what was discussed in the meeting?
I mean, it's my very first visit because the airport is an entry point. Business people, diplomats, for all of us, we want to make sure that the right things are done here, visited, the right people are working, and that this place here is well secured as we try to encourage other flights to come to Nigeria, and even for the ones that are coming, safety, security, properly managed.
Okay, Mr. President, my name is Anthony Williams. I work for State Radio. You just made mention of some measures that government wants to institute here at the airport. But I'm concerned about the aviation sector of the country, Mr. President. What plans does the government have for the aviation sector of the Republic of Liberia, sir?
I don't know what you're talking about, aviation sector. I'm here.
Okay.
They have people here dealing with aviation.
Yes, sir.
They have people here dealing with air control. What we here is to see an efficient airport, well managed, meeting all the international standards to make it safe and prepare visitors and
Last time, Mr. President, listening to the managing director, he was telling you that the airport is run by diesel or generator, and recently, for the past years, this airport, it has gone out of outage electricity. So,
you know why? No. The problem is all of what we came to talk about, mismanagement, corruption, misuse of our resources, and we have to ensure that this airport will work to serve international standards.
Thank you, His Excellency President Joseph Nyoma Boakai, speaking to the media after touring various facilities here at the Ramos International Airport. Well, folks, this is Spoon TV.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
First of all, I want to say thank you. And we are here from the central office, FDA. And we all know that new government in place.
Yes.
Okay. So as new government comes, we have new management. So the new management for FDA is here today to talk with all of us. When they take, when the new management takes place, they have to go around. So they start to go around to all of our protected areas and proposed protected areas, and they have other areas to go to. So we are for commercial, community, and conservation. So for conservation, they visited the Crown Battle, and now we are here this morning. They say the Sapo. So they're going to be talking to you people.
Criminal Code B.
Let's go. God will punish you. You will die. Your eyes will be open. For what you get to me and the shit you caused my family and I, you will suffer. I curse you. You will suffer. You will die. Your generation will bear the consequences of what you did. You will suffer, Lucas. You will suffer. In any church and lawyer, in any church and lawyer that God you ask with, the children will suffer this. The children will bear the consequences of what you did.
That was Jessica Lloyd saying her piece, knowing that she has just lost
Oh, you clapping? Oh, when I saw that the song you say you finish singing there because you now want for all to carry the tea for loving to the women in the community. But singing now, oh, you make it fun out of all?
Okay, good morning, wherever you are and whatever you are doing. It's a pleasure to be here again with another edition of the Today Show right here on your favorite dial, 107.5 FM, Spoon. We're also live on Fabric 101.1 megahertz. We're coming to you also via our various social media platforms, Spoon TV Live, Super TV Live, Fabric TV Live, and of course through our YouTube channel. So wherever you are and whatever you are doing, welcome to it, and let's have a wonderful time here. This beautiful morning. Today happens to be the 23rd day of the month of April, AD 2024. Good morning. And of course, today is elections day there in Nimba County and that of Grand Jedeh. And of course, the president yesterday made a proclamation declaring today as a holiday only in those counties now. Yeah, because I know Liberians will let holiday by way. It's not a nationwide holiday. It's a holiday in Nimba and of course in Grand Jedeh District Number 1. So folks, that's it. My name is Yekezi Zobe this morning here alongside my colleague Dennis Nipson. Dennis, good morning and welcome.
And it's good to be back on this Tuesday morning to be here discussing issue of national concern. How was your night as well?
My night was very, very splendid. It was great. Alice, I had Alice last night.
Oh wow!
I
think at some point in time, we had to cut the generator off to have LEC. I think around 1 or 2 like that.
I think that's just run about the same time I had LEC.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like that, just the same Congotan belt.
Yeah. Sure. I think we are on the same line.
Yeah. Okay, so folks, that's it this morning. Our focus this morning will be on the elections in Nimba and that of Grand Jedeh County. We'll be calling our correspondents and local journalists from those counties to tell us exactly what is unfolding as it relates to the election day. Are people turning out there in Nimba County to go and vote or elect a senator in today's election, as well as in district number 1, Grand Jedeh County. How's the turnout there? How's the deployment of police officers? And we'll also be eager to know about the effectiveness of the polling staff, because sometimes the polling staffs can be responsible for some of the delay in the voting process, or for low number of votes in a particular precinct or at a particular polling place. Once they are effective, once they don't really know the job, they are like new to the job, it causes problem. It causes some level of delay. So we'll be inquiring about all of that this morning on the show. So we'd like to say good morning to all of you watching us live via Spoon TV. Testimony Doga, testimony. Hope you're having a wonderful time. She's been one of our regular followers from way back. Hope you having a wonderful time. Testimony. Papi Keita, and Papi has also been one of our regular followers via Spoon TV Live. Papi, hope you're having a wonderful time. And Papi says, good morning, Spoon CDC. Papi so says Keita from Dupotbro. Okay, Humphrey J. Scott. Humphrey, thanks for joining the show this morning. Hope you are having a wonderful time. Stephen Adu is also following the show this morning. Yaya Sekou Toure is following the show as well from Sinka. Sorry. From Sinkal, Yaya is following the show. And let's say good morning to all of you following the show this Tuesday morning. Quickly, let's bring you the weather forecast from weatheratlas.com, and then we will go straight over to our correspondent there in Nimba and Grand Jedeh counties to hear from them as it relates to electoral activities in those counties. So according to weather forecast on Tuesday, today, the 23rd date of April, relatively clouded weather is expected. Minimal precipitation is predicted for today, and day and night temperatures will subtly diverge, ranging from a peak of a tropical 31 degrees Celsius and 87.8 degrees Fahrenheit to a low of a warm 27 degrees Celsius and 80.6 degrees Fahrenheit. The sun rose this morning at 6:32, and the sun will set at 6:50. The daylight will last for 12 hours and 19 minutes. Dennis, you came from the Congo Town Bell. How was the traffic like there? Because I understand yesterday there was huge traffic congestion in the Congo Town Bell due to vehicle inspection. How was it this morning from your end?
Yes, from our end, I think a bit reduced because I came from the SD Cooper Road and up to this side, the Congo Town Park Road on yesterday was actually worse. Okay. Yes, with a huge traffic congestion. But on today, I saw a little bit, but it started building up because I came, very early, around 6. 7. Yeah. So, but there was a bit of traffic at the Congo Town Park Road. So about this time now, it has increased to a certain level because we know the issue of the inspection and all of that. Vehicles are being to ensure that they are in compliance with the law. So there's a bit of traffic unusual as compared to the first one.
Yeah, so if you are traffic bold, if you're somebody who doesn't like, sitting in the traffic for a long time, vehicular inspection is currently ongoing, and that usually causes huge congestion of the traffic. So what you want to do is to wake up very early in the morning to be able to beat the traffic, because that's the only time you'll be able to beat the traffic. Because yesterday there was traffic congestion in the Congo Town Bell up to 11 o'clock. So if you wait until 7, if you wait until 8 o'clock, well, I'm sorry, you are going to be caught up by the traffic congestion owing to the inspection of vehicles in the country. So you want to wake up like 8 o'clock, set out on your journey, and I believe you're going to have a smooth ride to town or wherever your destination may be.
And I also learned that it's also been done in the evening as well.
Okay.
The inspection. So it's like morning and evening.
Morning and evening. Wow.
Yeah.
So maybe you can touch it in the morning, but you
in the
can't touch it in
evening.
the evening.
You gotta wait 10.
yeah, because I don't know, because like a lot of people go to work and they come back at 4, they knock up at 4 o'clock, and some of them, you know, I mean, you don't want to boycott your work because of traffic congestion, so you just have to wait.
You have to bear that.
Yeah. All right, so folks, that's it this morning. Let's try to go to Nimba County to bring you update from there about, you know, the senatorial by-election there. We're going to speak with a local journalist in Ganta first before going to our correspondent. Okay, so it seems that the local journalist is currently busy. So let's go to our correspondent there in Lower Nimba County. Christopher Farr is our Lower Nimba County correspondent. He's situated there in district number 7, the district of Musa Belite. Yeah, so I hope we can get Christopher this morning to give us more information about what's unfolding in Nimba County this morning as it relates to the senatorial by-election. All right, so don't go away. We are here to serve you palatable breakfast until 10 o'clock. We are currently trying to get on Christopher Farr to bring us up to speed with activities there in Lower Nimba County. He's situated in Saclope. All right, Christopher's phone is kind of ringing endlessly. So let's go back to Ganta and see what's going on there. Let's see whether this local journalist, Bob Quitty in Gampa City, will be able to respond to our call this morning. All right, so in the meantime, between time, folks, you can play the Spoon 107.5 Mega Daily Catch Splash. It's on your radio. It's a radio promo game. Basically a raffle draw, and it draws up to 20 winners every morning. Each winner walks away with 2,500 Liberian dollars. The playing code is just *799#, *799#. You select number 3 for Spoon FM, and of course, you pay the playing fee, which is just 70 cents US or 100 LD, and you stand a chance to win 2,500 Liberian dollars this morning at the end of the show. We now have on the line Bob Quitty Jr. Bobsy is situated in Gampa City. He's a local journalist, a prominent one in Gampa City. Bobsy, good morning and welcome.
Good morning to the people of Montserrat. Good morning, and good morning to Spoon FM.
Okay, it's a pleasure having you there.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so Harris, Nimba County, specifically Gompa, where you are situated, how is it as it relates to the senatorial by-election? I believe you've been able to visit a lot of precincts or polling places there in Gompa. Just bring us up to speed with activities ongoing there.
Okay, to be very real as a journalist and a person, and I will firstly like to tell the citizens of Nimba, thank you. We are observed that they are coming in. People are very, very happy to vote this morning. And as you may be aware, up to now, there are 2 senators for other counties, but for Nimba, we only have 1. So the Nimbayans are very, very willing and to have another one added to the other one to make them 2. So you see people pulling this morning to do their voting process. But we came from the small Ganta voting precinct. People are pulling. They thank God that the securities are working, because even you will see that baby man will come and the baby man will be having a chance to enter and vote. The nurse will come, the nurse will be having a chance to enter and vote. The people will come and it will give them a chance to vote. That's one of the good things they are doing. And currently we are on the child-friendly campus. And Nimba County is fine. The people we are doing a peaceful election here.
Has voting started already?
They are started. You know, we started this morning with the report from at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
So moving around, yeah. But they just started. To be real, they just started.
And from your observation, how effective are those polling staff assigned at the various polling places?
They are very, very effective. You know, this is not really the national election that you will see that will be having a huge tax and activities to be done. They just a by-election that you maybe I would say you will not be controlling huge number of people. But there are just maybe low percent of people you are controlling. So they are doing well. They are really working, and I like what they're doing because when everybody comes, they have you.
So Bobson, when you say there's not a general election where you be controlling a huge number of people, what do you mean? Because that's a senatorial election, that's a county-wide election. Is it that the turnout there is is low?
It's a county election. The turnout is not low. But what I'm saying is that in the national election, you got people from all over the country voting.
Okay.
But there's just a by-election that people of the county are voting. So you will notice that people are pulling, but if possible, the area will not be like we're not still on here today because people really coming to be real. People coming in.
Okay. And also tell us about the deployment of police officers. The Liberia National Police deployed hundreds of police officers there for this by-election in both counties, Jedeh and Nimba counties. So tell us, are there a presence of police officers there at the various precincts?
Yeah, all of the precincts are visited. We have three police each, and because I visited three, and at each of them we have three police, and they are really working. They are critical in the process, and even as a journalist, before you enter, they have to get some critical question before entering. You have to show some identity before entering, and that's just not supposed to be done. They are very critical, and they are working. The securities are working. They are doing nothing.
Okay, Bobson, thank you very much. Dennis, you have any question for Bobson?
The question I have is to ask whether the people of Nimba County, how is their mood in terms of this voting? Are they zealous this morning to go to cast their votes, or do you see them being reluctant in going out to cast their votes?
Thank you. Though yesterday was not a time of voting all the day, but you saw Nimbayans very happy. Nimbayans were very happy. Some of them started celebrating yesterday on how they are going to vote and they are going to elect their senator for the county. And all of them very happy. They are pulling in. That's what I said earlier. They are pulling in. They are coming. Like for where I'm standing currently at the Chafron campus, people are really pulling in. And the minute comes to the security also, they are doing that best.
Okay, Bobson, finally, before taking leave of you, tell us about the candidates. The candidates participating in the election. Have you observed their presence at any of the polling centers going to vote?
No. As I told you earlier, I started 6 o'clock this morning.
Okay.
Everywhere I've gone, everything I'm seeing is just representatives from political parties. I've never seen any political leader to be around the precinct that I've gone. So if it is happening in other places, I don't know. But where I've gone, no.
What about the influx of Nimbayans from other counties like Mansurado, like Monrovia? Usually during elections or during voters registration, you will have Nimbayans going back to their counties to register so that on elections day they can go there to vote. Have you seen prior to today? Did you see an influx of Nimbayans coming there or going there to Nimba County to vote?
It is unusual. So it happened. So people got to come home and vote. People got to come home and make decisions. Some of us took our article here and went back to Monrovia, went back to other places because of maybe busy schedule to the place we are residing. So we have to come back and do the perfect thing for our county, like voting the the senator for the county. So I don't see like something maybe going against the electoral rules, but that's just it, and people have to come back home and vote, and it happened.
Okay, Bobson, thank you very much. We are here until 10 o'clock. If you don't mind, just in case you have any update for us, and then newsworthy happening there in Nimba County from now to 10 o'clock, you can call us anytime just to let us know in fact.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. He's Bobson Bob Quinty, a prominent local journalist there in Gampa City, Nimba County. All right, telling us about the electoral process there in Gampa City, Nimba County. Let's see whether we can speak to Christopher Fan as well from Nimba County. We will hope to even speak to somebody from Seneca City as well to know what's really going on as relates to this senatorial by-election in the county. Christopher is in Saclay. I hope he answers this time around. He's also okay. Chris is now on the line. Chris, what's up? My God, I don't know what's happening.
Good morning.
Okay, Christopher, it's good having you.
Yeah, it's a wonderful time being on the show this morning.
All right, how is Nimba County? How is District 7?
District 7 is okay, and as we speak, the process has started. It's after 8, and people have started voting already. And in Lower Nimba, what I'm seeing in Lower Nimba, specifically Saclay City, where that current located, is that we have a very huge turnout in terms of the by-election voting process. So if the turnout is like this and continue on all part of Nimba, then meaning the process will have a very good taste.
Okay, a very good turnout at various precincts that you visited.
Yeah. The Secretary Central I visited the Johnny Vogue.
Okay, so the network. Yeah.
I'm currently on my way to Nimba. To see the turnout in Nimba. That's the only place I've not visited yet, because I want to deal with the city, those places that within the city before going outside of the district.
Okay.
Okay. Chris, did you speak to some of those who already cast their votes?
Not really. Some of them, whenever you want to talk to them, they will say, "Oh, my vote is my secret and everything." So they will just be going by themselves. But what is those NEC workers are doing? They are a little bit fast, because in 2023, I can remember the process was very slow in all of those locations. But today, the process is a little bit faster than before.
Okay. Deployment of police officers. How is it?
Yes, police officers are deployed in every angle. Some put in place. When you reach to the site, you will see 2-3 police officers, and they are there also directing the land and making sure that people vote peacefully.
Do you have influx of residents of Saclay there in Nimba County residing in Monrovia prior to the election yesterday? Did you see a lot of them going there to cast their ballot today?
It is this morning. I saw a few group of people from in a pickup for Ganta coming to Saclay Endway. But since yesterday, we've been seeing people from Monrovia going to places like Tapeta and that about the District 5, which is moved to a belt. But this morning, as you may be aware, bulk of our citizens that reside in District number 7 came from Ganta to come and register. So it is this morning now that we are seeing people coming from Ganta to come and do their voting. And some are also leaving from Saclay and knowing fully well that during the election time, all of the places were full. So people were not actually having a chance to go to places where, some places, registration centers that were near them. So they have to take the opportunity to go outside of Saclay and places in Nyasen that of Zoluapa and other places to go and do their registration. So they are on back now and going to those places to go and catch their ballot.
So comparing the influx of people from other parts of Nimba County and from Monrovia and other counties there in going to Nimba for the election with the previous election, what can you say about that? Because during the previous election, talking about the general election, we saw, boxes filled with, electors, going from one end to another there in Nimba. Are you actually seeing that?
No, not as compared to the 2023 election. Because the 2023 election, as we speak today, in 2023, buses were in line going. But the road is quiet and not too many vehicles that you will see on the road taking people from one end to another end. So that is a different ballgame. But these elections, some people are not really interested in the by-election. So some of them are staying away, and they are also asking the candidate to pay their way to go back and forth. And the candidate too, themselves are a little bit scared because they don't know if they do pay their way and go to vote. They don't know who they might vote for. So other than they are playing the scare tactic game. So they are not pumping money to those that were struck from places. But some of them are also doing it voluntarily, and some are taking the challenge and paying their way. So let them go and then they catch the ballot.
Okay. Christopher, thank you very much. Another thing you want to let us know about?
I will be currently filing report from Mempa, and I'm already on my way to Mempa.
Okay, so just call us when you are there. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, so he's Christopher Fan. Christopher Fan is our Lower Nimba County correspondent. They're telling us about the state of affairs there in that county as it relates to the senatorial by-election. So he said the turnout is not bad, even though it's not compared to the previous general elections. But there are a lot of people turning out this morning. The same in Gompa City. Good presence of police officers. No drama has occurred this morning yet, but they will keep us updated just in case of anything while we're on the show. They bring that to our attention so that you, our listeners, can be informed. Okay, so folks, that's it right here. We are actually, not getting our guy from Grand Jedeh County. I don't know, but I was in Grand Jedeh recently, and I observed bad network condition. That may be the cause, or maybe correspondent is just out of coverage area completely. Yeah, because we used to speak to him from there. So maybe he has gone out of a coverage area. So unfortunately, we cannot speak to anybody right now from Grand Jedeh County.
Try to get to Gibson. He's also a journalist.
Okay.
He's covering. He left from Monrovia to cover the election in Grand Jedeh.
Okay.
Perhaps I can try to get in contact with him.
All right.
While we are on the show as well, to kind of hear what is happening there, to bring some report.
Yeah, so that is important. Because we don't want for the people to say we
have to
we have
to try our best to see how we can bring some balance to get some other side from Grand Jedeh County. It is important to know what is happening on that side as well.
Yeah,
despite the location.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Gibson is a Liberian journalist as well. He's covering the process in Grand Jedeh. He worked here with that is what's the name of the radio station again for Patrick?
Punch.
Okay. Gibson, welcome to Spoon.
Yeah, good morning, Dennis, and good morning to Yekesi and the rest of the crew. It's a pleasure to be on your show this morning.
Okay. We learned that you are in Grand Jedeh County. Can you bring her up to speed as to how is it like this morning?
Pardon me, you're gonna break it in.
So I'm saying you are in Grand Jedeh, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, can you bring her up to speed as it relates to the process? What is unfolding now as voting process started, and what have you observed?
Well, yes, Denise, as you may be aware, on December 4, 2023, the former representative of this district, electoral district number 1, Grand Jedeh County, the late Errol Madison Goyam, passed out after suffering from an illness that couldn't allow him to be here today. So right after his death, absolutely, there was a vacant seat at the National Legislature, especially the House of Representatives. And the House of Representatives, reached out to the National Elections Commission that there's a vacant seat.
Yes.
In electoral district number 1, Grand Jedeh County, and NEC announced a by-election, which is to be held on today. Right now, I've been to about 5% centers, and almost all of the 5% centers have gone to the people are waiting on later on to come to football. For now, the turnout seems to be very, very poor. We were able to talk to a few of the voters who were in queue and asked some of them how they're feeling about the elections, and they told us that yes, the election is today. They will exercise the right, although you have 15 candidates vying for the seat. All of them are sons and daughters of this electoral district number 1. So yes, as we speak right now, the election is going on pretty. We haven't experienced or we haven't heard any scene of violence, but as people are going to the polling stations to cast the ballot on today to have a new representative to replace the representative messenger.
Okay, Gibson. This is Yekazi. You want to just describe for us the location of district number 1 where this electoral process is taking place?
Yes, district number 1 is specifically the face of the county because it's in district number 1. You have the county seat in Zwedru. Okay. So it's Zwedru and some part of it and environs like going to Tufes town that is going towards district number 2 Konamo and coming all the way to Solo town around Boleking, going to Francais and other places. Part of district number 1 is, well, specifically district number 1 is really, you could tell it to be in Zwedru.
Okay, so you are saying that the citizens seem to be not interested in the election because, according to them, they don't trust a lot of the candidates contesting.
Most definitely, and one of the reasons about 3 to 4 of them told us was you cannot have 15 persons vying for just a seat. That they would have emerged. Some of them, especially the lead representative Yekezi's wife, is contesting the elections as well. His son is also contesting the election. His former chief of office star, who is a veteran librarian journalist, Justice Ronald Clark, is also contesting. His former district coordinator, Samson Boso Wolums, is also contesting. So you have a brother to him too, extended family, Moni Ayon J. Koyo, is also contesting the election. So the citizen was like, it's like you guys were praying to see the demise of this man, because if you knew that you want to live or continue the legacy of representative going on the late, you have come together. Either you carry the son, or either you carry the wife, or you carry the district coordinator or the chief of office staff who have worked with this man and make sure that he may achieve almost everything he has achieved before passing off. So the citizen was like, these people are only coming for their personal gain and not to live or carry on the torch this man has light on. It's just like for their own benefits. That's why they're coming. So we want to abstain from the process. And most of the 15 candidates, we know them one way or the other like that. So we don't want anybody to feel bad, because if you go inside, you only have one vote. So you have connection with about 7 candidates who are contesting. You don't want to go and cast a ballot for another person will feel bad about you. So they said they feel like they can just abstain from the process, and which of course I believe humanitarian is now a good start, because you have to exercise your constitutional franchise as a person, as an individual, as enshrined in the Constitution. So they're saying because of the bucket list of candidates vying for just the single seat. Remember, this place has about 26,000 registered voters. for the 6 polling places and 9% centers. So you have it's just it's a little population, and you have 15% coming to contest, and they express a disappointment in those candidates, saying that they should have emerged, especially from the camp of the lay representatives. They should have emerged, come together, put out a single candidate, then at least they can carry on the legacy of the lay representatives.
Okay.
Okay, so of all those candidates, I want to believe
There's a name.
yes, there's 1 or 2 or 3 that people are mostly talking about. You want to tell us who people are already talking about there?
As I speak of the 15 representative candidates, most like 5 are being talked about, and amongst those 5, people are presuming that a winner could come from them. And one of them is the national coordinator for the climate change secretariat in Liberia, who has his office at the EPA, is Jeremiah Soka. He contested in 2017 against the incumbent senator of Jedeh County, Peno, and finished second. In 2021, after Senator Peno had ascended to the Liberian Senate, and there was a by-election that brought the lead representative Aaron Madison Williams to power, he also finished second to the lead representative. 2023, according to abstained from the process, he didn't contest during the 2023 general elections because he said Representative Goyo have done so much and he should continue the role as a representative in the electoral district. So he didn't contest in the 2023 elections. So he's one of the persons people believe can be the direct replacement of the former the lead representative. And
so who are the others?
Come again?
Who are the others?
Yeah, the others are Ansel Dukley. Coming from a background, a Muslim background, has a very, people say he has a fixed vote. Because during the 2021 by-election, he got about 2,000 plus votes. The 2023 general election, he got about 2,000 plus votes, finishing third in the 2 successive elections he participated and finished third. So they say he had a potential to replace. The next person is the former representative's wife. And many of them, though people believe she didn't live in the district, she came from the US and decided to, declare intention, but she had a base of the older folks. So people see her as a direct replacement of a late husband. The next person is Gabriel Papi Johnson. Gabriel Johnson is the son of the former representative, the late. So he has a base as well as a young person. And the next is Samson Boson Williams, who he has his culture is a teacher. He teaches about 3 schools here, also teaches at community college. So people believe that he's a student-centered leader and he could be a better representative.
Okay. Thank you very much. But just before leaving, tell us about the deployment of police officers there. Did you see the presence of LNP officers at various precincts you visited?
So far, all the precinct centers I've visited, there's a huge presence of security personnel, especially the just graduated police officers, because you see how brand new they are in their uniforms, very good attire, and they are being deployed at the rest of the 5 precinct centers I've visited. And the huge presence of security, you have immigration service officers, you have the Liberian National Police officer. I've also been fortunate to see members of the armed forces of Liberia present at those 5 precinct centers I've visited.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Gibson. Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Okay, so folks, that's it. Yeah, Gibson giving us the detailed information about the electoral process there in district number 1, Grand Jedeh County, and that district, like you said, it hosts the capital, Zueju. So if there's a low turnout, then it means, like you said, the people are either just disinterested in the process, but 15 candidates, 15 candidates, and you have the total of 26,000 electors, 26,000 voters, 15 candidates, and most of those candidates, are supporters of the lead representative.
Yeah,
you have his relative, you have people who worked with him. contesting the election. I mean, why couldn't them just kind of like emerge to support one person? And I believe that person would have been very, very formidable if they had done that. But everybody is like seeking his interest or her interest in the election. And so, yeah, people are becoming kind of reluctant and disinterested in going to vote in such election that have too many selfish people, I would say.
Yeah, and the more all of those who are also contesting, I think the COS from Madison Goyon contested before.
Okay.
So perhaps
Justice Class.
Yeah, Justice Class contested before. Now you have the son as well. You have the coordinator. You have the wife. And
the wife. What was that? You have the son. You know, the chief of office type. The wife. Oh my. Yeah, but that's it. Everybody has a right to participate in politics, but sometimes you need to do it judiciously. You need to do it prudently.
Yeah.
So that you know you can win.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that you can win. So that the people can think that you guys are too selfish. So that the people can think that you guys are too ego and greedy for the position. And once you start to show desperation for a position of such. Then the people think that you're just seeking your own interest. And when you get there tomorrow, you're not ready going to be there for them.
Yes.
You're not going to represent them properly. You're not going to do those things that they want you to do. But that's it from Grand Jedeh County, District Number 1. So we will go to the lines to hear from those listening. What have we got to say about the reports from the various counties, Nimba and Grand Jedeh County? Nimba is a very big area. We've owned a place called to local journalists and our correspondents in Lower Nimba, Cyclopedia, and in Gompa City. Those are big cities there as well in Nimba County. We hope to place call to somebody from the capital, Sanikole, to tell us, how things going on there. Okay, so call us now on 0777 771 0777 771 05 101075. And don't forget to play the Spoon 1075 Mega Daily Cash Splash. Is a radio game or a raffle draw, and it draws up to 20 winners every morning. Each winner walks away with 2,500 Liberian dollars. So to be a part of the draw, all you need to do is to dial the playing code *799# *799#. Select number 3 for Spoon FM. You choose how to pay the playing fee. It's just 70 cents US or 100 Liberian dollars. And once you pay the playing fee, you automatically get into the draw. You stand a chance to win 2,500 Liberian dollars at 9:55 this morning on the show. And you can only play using your known Star Cell SIM card. All right, so let's now go back to the lines. 0777 771 0777 771 05 101075. Those are the numbers to put you through if you are listening to the show and want to contribute or you want to make an import about the report coming from Grand Jedeh and Nimba counties. Call us and let us know. Good morning. Good morning. Oh my God, please walk away from the radio, please. Okay, we lost that caller. Let's talk to this person. Good morning, your name and where you join us from?
Good morning.
Good morning, let's hear you.
From Nigeria, I'm based in for still down. The by-election is ready to pay.
All right.
You cannot be on chief of office staff a son of someone working with the ex-senator Dennis, and the co-organizer she's starting both. And then the governor come in America. So are you waiting to hear the death news of the auditing officer when you were sick, then you plan to resign. You wrote your resignation letter in the office. You were waiting for you to die also to contest. They want you bury your boss, your father, or husband. They will still let you declare that you want to contest. So I don't know. I I wish today that if engineers will wake up district number 1 chain district, will wake up and vote their choice, not someone that will pick up power. Because if you put up there's nothing better they want to do because what they will do is select about the lady or management bill. It's like that you have every come together, it cannot one person. Who might in the race for people again? Can you imagine we have 50 parties in the race and 5 people again? So out of the 5, they will only be one party, they will only be 11 today. But I wish I had out on the desk after then you will come to the secretary of the day about 8 or 10 minutes and there will be something or whichever I had also can. Thank you for the time.
Thank you very much. And the numbers are 0777 1075 0777 1075 0555 101075. We are talking about the by-elections in Nimba and Grand Jedeh counties this morning. If you want to make an input, all you need to do is to dial. Sorry, I almost said that to play code. Yeah, all you need to do is to call the hotlines here 0777 77 1075 0777 77 1075 0555 101075. Call and have your say as we try to, please call to a local journalist there in Senegal City to bring us up to speed about activities there relative to the senatorial by-election. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from?
Good morning. I'm Kari Harris calling from Sukuli.
Let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, we just want to urge all voters today from Nimba and Grand Jedeh to be peaceful. We know that this is about Liberia and let them themselves and let the goods whatsoever they want, because this is not about a fight, it's about decisions that will give you a senator, a representative that will represent the people of your country, or respective county or district.
Okay.
So I want people to know that this issue about this person is that Liberia first, and those senators and representatives that.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's talk to this person. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from?
I'm from Maggie.
Okay, let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, just want to give my comments on the program. I think the election in Grand Jedeh. Then very sorry to be able for a person who is there. And you have a whole lot of people running. All his relatives, friends, and loved ones, and some are staff members. I just wanted to decide who especially into that to defend him, so that the political aspect of Grand Jedeh could be new and correct. Like the power of grief, so I look at it be. So
okay,
that's the comment I want to make.
Thank you.
That's not too much, and
Thank you. Let's talk to another person. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from?
Hey, Yagazi, how you doing? Been a long time. Where are you calling from? Tomorrow.
Oh, Morris, it's been a very long time. How are you?
Oh yeah, I was listening to the show, but sometimes I'll be nothing to call. I just want to use the time to encourage the voters, those that are going to exercise their political right, to be very polite. And I want to say to them, right after your voting, just get home, tune your radio, especially for Spoon, and listen to Spoon radio, and wait for the result. Don't vote, and at the end of the day, you still running around. I want to encourage them to be part and be parcel of the elections in both Nimba County and that of Grand Jedeh County. Thank you for the show, Yagasi. I always listen to Spoon radio.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's talk to another person here. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from?
Hi, my name is Garcia, and I'm calling you from the Sokolo Bill.
Let's hear you.
First of all, I just want to say thanks ever so much to the NEC family, because this Democrat election is going very well, because they maintain the same stars that they were using. So the guys have experience on the job. So if they continue to do this thing, there will be no noise when it comes to the election based in the country here. So I really want to thank the NEC staff for the kind of sensitive idea. I will pray that any other person that will come, they should try to do this thing. I mean, train the people on the job, let it be there, let it be permanent. Instead of every year, we see new faces, then there will be a lot of burnout. At the end of the day, conflict will continue to noise.
Thank you.
If you go to all of the areas in Nimba County today, as I speak to you, you will see that the started on time, and the people are working, and things are going smoothly.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
My take on it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's it. 0777771075. We'll take calls until 9 o'clock. Good morning, your name and where you join us from. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Your name and where you join us from.
Thank you very much. My name is Hospi, and I phone in from around Jacobtown in District 2.
All right.
Let me say thank you for the opportunity. I want to speak directly to the electrics in Nimba and that of Grand Jedeh. You know, this country, we have to live in our modern democracy. That is, we have to, you know, be a responsible citizen. What is true that we have political differences, but we know that there's all that we have. So we're going to the pool this morning. I want you, all our citizens there in that part of Liberia, to do it peacefully, you know, to go and exercise that political franchise, you know, to elect the candidate of that choice. And I want to also conscious the media. You know, in time when we have elections here, radio stations will be reporting, you know, fake results, you know, that could result into violence, you know, and you know, out of civil arrest. But you know, when the media shows independence, you know, role, definitely the citizens will follow suit. So all the radio stations in Nimba and relay stations, please, the national elections is the final arbiter of these elections results. Do not go about announcing your own results, because if you do that, definitely the citizens will follow, because the radio, you know, have a very huge, you know, followers.
Okay.
Please, our citizens there, be responsible. This president respect rights of everyone. This is why he has not interfered in any political happening in that part of Liberia.
Thank
we
you.
want to see a peaceful Liberia. So please, go to elections. I hope I could be one of those persons voting today, but that is not the case. So do what you can do.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's talk to this last person. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from.
Yeah, good morning. I'm Jason. I'm calling from Ghana here.
Okay, let's hear you.
Yes, let me take this time to call on upon my citizens there in Nimba County, my beloved citizens of Nimba, to go vote. And they should also be in respect to all protocols being outlined by the ministry, started by the electoral body that contributes to NEC. And they should also respect the police and let them all keep aside their political differences, because I'm from Nimba and I want things to be done peacefully in Nimba as of today. So thanks for the program.
Okay, thank you very much, and thanks to all of you who are calling and sending out peace messages there in the two counties where by-elections are currently being held, Nimba and Grand Jedeh County. So, folks, we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we discuss other trending national issues right here on the show. But our correspondents and local journalists are posted there in the two counties to bring us up to speed with just about, you know, any eventuality that may occur. But let's take this break. To be back. Okay, folks, Spawn TV Live, we are here between Zueju and Toast Town. We are headed to Toast Town, but the road here, as you can see, is very, very deplorable. I mean, it's beyond deplorability. Very, very bad. It's nearly impassable. As you can see, the trucks have gotten stuck from both sides of the road, so there's no way for any vehicle from Zueju headed to Nimba to pass through very easily until these trucks can be removed, until they can make their way out of this mud. But that's how bad the road situation here is between Zueju and Toast Town. I don't know how it's going to be like going further. This is just one of the worst, very worst parts of the road. Other parts of the road are not smooth, but at least they are passable. Yeah, but for this part of the road is nearly impassable. Nearly impassable. So we are here to see how those guys will remove this truck from this mud, so that we can be able to make our way through. We have smaller vehicle. I do want to believe that a smaller vehicle will pass here more easily than the trucks, but the trucks have blocked both ends, both sides of the road, so to speak. All right, but this just speaks to the lack of road connectivity in Liberia. One of the oldest countries in the world, not just in Africa. One of the oldest independent nations in the world, still suffering from bad road network. But we hope that this administration can do more when it comes to paving roads and cotarding the roads as well, because this is bad for farmers. For example, if I farming vegetables, if I should harvest my crops, how do I move them to Tapeta? How do I move them to Ganta? How do I move them to Monrovia when the road is like this? All right, and vegetables are crops. Okay, folks, Spawn TV Live, we are here between Zueju and Toast Town. We are headed to Toast Town, but the road here, as you can see, is very, very deplorable. I mean, it's beyond deplorability. Very, very bad. It's nearly impassable. As you can see, the trucks have gotten stuck from both sides of the road, so there's no way for any vehicle from Zueju headed to Nimba to pass through very easily until these trucks can be removed, until they can make their way out of this mud. But that's how bad the road situation here is between Zueju and Toast Town. I don't know how it's going to be like going further. This is just one of the worst, very worst parts of the road. Other parts of the road are not smooth, but at least they are passable. Yeah, but for this part of the road is nearly impassable. Nearly impassable. So we are here to see how those guys will remove this chalk from this mud, so that we can be able to make our way through. We have smaller vehicle. I do want to believe that a smaller vehicle. Okay, welcome back. This is the Today Show right here on your favorite dial. We're coming to you live on Spoon 107.5, Fabric 101.1. We're also coming to you live on our various social media platforms: Spoon TV Live, Super TV Live, Fabric TV Live, and of course, via our YouTube channel. So somebody asking, where's this? So that is between the bad road condition you just saw is between Zueju and Toasttown. Yeah, it's between Zueju and Toasttown. I don't know the particular location, but I was there. So it's a serious, very, very serious problem. Even though, like I said yesterday on the show, most parts of the road, especially in the southeast, because the southeast road corridor used to be very, very deplorable. It took people days to reach a particular county in the southeast. But currently, the road is good. Most parts of the road there in the southeast is good. From Grand Jedeh to specifically Zueju, from Zueju to Toasttown, the road is not that good, but at least it's somewhere where vehicles can be able to pass. But there are some worst parts of that road, and that's just one of the worst parts of the road there. It's very deplorable. You saw the trucks there were stuck in the mud, and we had to, wait there for several minutes for those trucks to be, removed off the mud before making our way. And I mean, the 100-day deliverables of Ambassador Joseph Boakai captured rural connectivity. He said during the campaign that if elected president in 100 days, no car will get stuck in the mud. All right, but today is 91 days since Ambassador Joseph Boakai became president of the Republic of Liberia, and that was on Friday. Just so you know, that particular video that was being played was recorded on Friday. Yeah, so maybe in the next few days, the Unity Party government will try to see how best they can swiftly pave that road, but I don't see that to be a reality. I don't see that possible. But while coming along the road, I saw earth moving machines on the road, yellow machines trying to pave the road. Like I said, some parts of the road are good, but other parts are not that road are not good. So that is it. And also quickly, I want us to talk a little bit about this Sapo National Park. I didn't talk about it yesterday because I never had the pictures to display here on the platform. I talk about the living condition at the Sapo National Park, and this is they most talk about I would call it an iconic park. When I was in high school, I took lesson on the Sapo National Park. That was way back, and this park was established 1983. 1983. That's when this park was established. So from 1983 till now, it should be like 41 years. 41 years. So 41 years, this park has been in existence there in Sano County. Okay, and the headquarters of this park is called Jelestown. The people of Jelestown are living in a very, very deplorable condition. They are living in a dire condition. Their living condition is poor, very, very poor. You see the houses they are living in, you know, there is no good road, even to that park. Just imagine that national park that is being talked about in history and all of that. The road to go to the park is not even paved. It's not paved. So you gotta have a jungle vehicle to go to the park. And also at that park, you don't have any kind of tourist attraction. Yeah, nothing. I mean, from what I saw there, I mean, I can be encouraged to go there next time because there is no tourist attraction. That park should be an area beautified where you have a lot of infrastructure, recreational facilities that will encourage people to go there. But most importantly, the living condition of the people. The living condition of the people. So we'll come to talk about that. We have Christopher calling us. He's probably now in Nimba. Let's hear from him. Christopher, good morning.
Good morning to the I'm currently in Nimba.
Okay.
The channel in Nimba is a little bit full.
Okay.
I like other center that then we put from this morning.
Yeah, it's like your network is falling over, but I understand where you're from.
Yeah, so I'm currently in Nimba in the US. That's 2 to 10.
Oh wow! So the turnout there is poor.
Yeah, the turnout here is very, very poor.
And but voting has started there.
Yeah, voting has started. Just
How many precincts you have in Memphis?
They have 3.
Yeah, and how populated is Memphis? Okay, it seems that we lost Christopher Fan. So Memphis, it doesn't actually have a good network condition. Yeah, so that's a problem. He may call us back. But Memphis is a town there in Lower Nimba County, and according to our correspondent Christopher Fan, the turnout there is very, 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 very poor. But folks, let's go back to the Sapo National Park. Though for those of you watching, these are houses that people that are situated at the most talked about Sapo National Park are living within. And for those of you listening who can see it, these are mud houses. I'm talking about mud houses. The way about houses that can be in the villages, not even in a modern village. You know, those are houses, people who are residing at the Sapo National Park, living. Yeah. And so you see the houses there? Those are houses.
Oh,
those,
yeah, I can see. You are showing these houses. The issue is, the reason why I smile and perhaps laugh at that is that you are showing houses of people that is very, very deplorable. That shows how bad their living conditions are. But these same houses are seen just right in around Kakata, around Bomi. So it's just the situation that Liberia is faced with. It shows how Liberians are living in abject poverty in this 21st century. People are still living in, like you're talking about, the Sapo National Park now, with these kind of houses, the mud houses, mud with mud, and all of that. At this point now, no one should be living in structure like this. But it shows how the people are suffering. And this has a bearing on whatsoever government that takes the matter of authority. They need to ensure that the livelihood of the people is improved.
Yeah, sure. But what I think should be different about the Sapo National Park, yes, I know even when you go in Nimba, where you have a quota road going all over the Uganda, you'll see these kind of houses. But to see these houses, I mean, all of the houses at the park are just like this. How can that be? I thought a park should be a site of tourist attraction. You know, even if you have these kind of houses there, because the area is a town, at least you should have other attractions there, other infrastructures, other recreational facilities that will attract people to go there, that will make people to want to go there, you know, to spend time there, that will make tourists from, you know, other countries to want to go there and spend time there with the people. But there's an area where you don't have communication network. The people there, once you got the Sapo National Park, you can't call. You are cut off completely. You are the Sapo National Park, you got to drink from quick. You got to drink from quick. There's one hand pump there, but it's damaged. It's been damaged for several years now. It's completely damaged. You are the Sapo National Park. If you're sick, it shouldn't be emergency. So that is, if you're there, normally maybe you got to do checkup regularly. You got to, because if you wait for an emergency situation, you might just die because there's no clinic in a particular area at the Sapo National Park. No clinic there. So the people there, they walk far distances to go to clinic. Hours, they walk for hours. Because, I mean, you only see motorbike easy. Motorbike just go there, you know, occasionally. So if somebody's sick there, if it's an emergency, you only see motorbike quickly to put the person on to take them to, you know, a clinic or a health facility. And that is the Sapo National Park. So how do you expect tourists to go to that kind of area where there is no health facility, where there is no good bathroom set there, where there is no communication network? Because those kinds of areas, you go in there, you want to be there, and you want to communicate, you know, with people outside that particular area. How do you expect that? How is it that the Sapo National Park is a tourist attraction? So I mean, the name is just there, but I mean, the situation there is very, very appalling, very, very appalling. And I hope the new FDA's managing director, Mr. Morap, he can help to change that situation. I hope he can, because for 41 years you have a national park. Hey man, it's very sad, very, 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 very sad. But let's move over to other issues. You know, the representative of district number 7, Nimba County, where Christopher Farr is currently, has described the legislature that he's a part of as a hub of money laundering. Yeah, Musa Ability says where he works, from his little experience at the legislature, he's observed that the legislature is a hub or a center or an area of money laundering. Money laundering. Yeah. And he did not just stop there. He went on to threaten a lawsuit against the GAC, that is a General Auditing Commission, if it fails to audit the legislature. Yeah. So, you know, the legislature is one government institution that has a very huge budget, very, very huge budget. But for years now, that house, the legislature, has not been audited. Yeah, but those are people who have oversight responsibility. Those are people who are making our laws. But the law that they are making is not applying to them, or they are not ensuring that the law applies to them. All right, they got oversight. They can invite other people, other, you know, of government officials from other government institutions when they are not doing the right thing, or when they suspect some kind of malfeasance. They will summon them for questioning, but they are there. they have a lot of questions themselves to answer. A lot of questions they have to answer, because if you are preaching equity, you must come with clean hands. So you can't say you have oversight responsibility to question the performance of other, government officials, and then you're not leading by example. You're not leading by example. The legislature for years now has not been audited. How do we know what you're doing over there with the Liberian people's money? How do we know? So Musa Ability says that area is a serious money laundering area, and the GSC he's threatened to file a lawsuit against the GSC for not auditing that house. And Dennis, you there at the lower house. What's your own view about what the Nimba County lawmaker Musa Ability is saying?
Okay, so like you said, it's an open secret. In time past, the issue with the legislature continuing to be something that every Liberian has spoken about in terms of how they conduct the affairs of the nation, how the well-being of the people is not really been, discussed in terms of legislation that will improve the livelihood of the people. And we saw that in the 2023 election, where majority of the lawmakers were voted out because perhaps those from their constituency felt that they were not in the interest of them or the Liberian people for which they were voted out. And it is important, even like you said, I covered the lower house. I tell you for one fact, you can see, you go at the area, the noise during section and all of that, and some of the lawmakers just feel that aspect of that is just formality of why they are there and they should work in their district. But the issue about arguing bills and other communication that goes to the house, sometimes some are there on their phone, either chatting or maybe they're in meeting, they're on their phone. But I think they should have, you have that particular time for your session that should be dedicated to that. You come and you show how best you can all brainstorm. But as they also say that everything that go on the floor sometimes already been discussed at the back before coming, on the floor. So some of them already know as to what will happen, what will be the outcome. So they also do that as well. With what Musa Ability said, is a glaring fact, like I said, in terms of how there's a need to audit. But what I want to also point out is there was a communication as well from the GSC, which of course the speaker signed that I saw in March 27, that spoke about system audits. So when he's talking about there's a need for them to audit and the GSC, and all of that, I think perhaps the information, except maybe the lawmaker is talking about another audit, which is not part of what the speaker has signed to, because with this communication that I am seeing here, that I read, that says March 27, 2024, Honorable Funati Kofa Speaker, House of Representatives, says, referencing engagement letter, House of Representatives, the General Auditing Commission, GSC, will undertake a system review on the financial management system and processes of the House of Representatives. Their system review will be undertaken under the mandate of the Audit General, the AG, as provided for in Section 2.1.3 of the GSC Act of 2014. It says the system review is a limited assurance engagement rendered for the purpose of assessing the financial management system and processes of the House of Representatives to provide recommendations for improvement, thereby setting the stage for an audit. So, and this was signed by the speaker, The speaker signed the document as well, and that was in March. So if Representative Hassan Belete, Musa Hassan Belete, is coming up now to say there's a need and they have not signed, I think perhaps he too trying to bring up some of these things, maybe to speed it up or to say that was not done and they have not done that. But there is a need for them to audit the House of Representatives.
Yeah, but the question here is, does the House or the legislature need to sign? Does the speaker have to sign or approve an audit before it goes on at the legislature?
With the legislature, we all know with the legislature, the central bank and all of those areas are areas that are guarded by law, right? The Constitution. So I think based on that, there was a need for them to affix their signature to whatever document as to give it a legal binding that they should be able to conduct the audit, because it's in confines with the law, that no one, perhaps someone might want to say, no, this is not a rightful step to have taken, because from the agreement to terms, it said this letter will remain effective until it is replaced. We shall be grateful if you could confirm your agreement to the terms of this letter by signing the 3 original copies and returning 2 original copies, or let us know if the terms of our engagement are not in accordance with your understanding. They say, upon receipt of a signed copy confirming your agreement to the terms of the letter, the engagement manager, Koro Okboto, will contact your focal person to discuss further. So I think it should be in accordance with the rules of the House that an audit is about to take place. And also it is important because, with this, I think there will be a communication to that effect as to inform all of those who are concerned. Those lawmakers will be informed with a written communication that there is an audit that will be conducted, and they should avail themselves. And for any institution, for that matter, when there's an audit to be conducted, they will inform you that we are conducting an audit, so that it can be compliance.
I know about the communication,
so that
informing the institution of the audit,
so that you can make available all of those documents as well.
Whether the government institution has to say yes for before you audit me. I think audit should be a compulsion. It should be something compulsory. So it is the mandate of the GSA to audit government institutions, because most government institutions they aren't performing. They have stuff in a closet. So somebody who have some bad stuff in his closet, having to consent before you order him, it's obvious that that person might not consent.
Yeah.
So, and that is just going to cause a lot of delay. So
if you do not, then I think the process will go on for courtesy.
So I think it should just be like a communication informing you that, hey, we want to audit this government institution, and you must be able to avail yourself to the audit.
Yeah, that's it. And you should also sign to that you agree. They are working on the law, and they should be informed about that.
Yeah.
And if there's any document that they need, you should provide that as well.
Yeah.
And you have signed up to that audit, and I think it's the right thing to do. And no one should, speaker or whosoever, say no, I cannot, affix my signature to that document. That's the awareness part of the audit.
Yeah, and I hope
it is good to do that.
I hope it's not going to be one bivla. Yeah, because I hope the GSA will carry out its mandate there at the legislature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because GSA is a responsibility to audit.
Yeah, that is
so
a way to do that.
And the House of Representatives too, you need to come out clear. You can be House of Representative tasked with the responsibility of lawmaking, oversight and representation. Meaning oversight, you summoning other, government officials, where you suspect that, they're not doing the right thing, there's where you suspect that there's a wrongdoing within their, institution. You call them for summer. You call them to scrutinize them. So why is it that you have not, availed yourself to the same scrutinizing by the GSE? What are you hiding? So if you're preaching equity, you must come with clean hands. So we hope to see that, the legislature is audited to know what actually is happening there, because as tend to be corrected, their budget, is the highest. Yeah, the budget of the legislature is very huge. So we want to know the way you're expending those money, the way you're using those money. We want to know. The public want to know.
And they are the highest paid in the legislature in the whole of Africa as well.
Yeah.
And almost, I think, compared to the United States and so on.
Yeah. So we will want to know, and we hope the GSE can carry out that audit. Now, there's another development here from the USIT, and the USIT says that the Weir Taylor regime reportedly misused US 14 million worth of medical supplies that were donated to the country. But, the former health minister, Dr. Wohimina Jala, has taken an exception to that. She's described that as a rubbish. She's described that as false and misleading. And you did a story on that of recent. I don't know why why will USIT want to allow all a government institution that it is helping. That's the first thing, but I mean, it's a shocking news. That from the USAID that the Weir Taylor regime allegedly misused 14 million US dollars. That's a lot of money. To help with our health sector. You go to hospitals, you go to clinics in this country, government hospitals and clinic, they tell you no medicine is the order of the day. So the question is, where are the medicines going? Where are they going? What's being done with them? And surprisingly, we're getting this report where the user is alleging that the former health minister misused 14 million USD worth of medical supplies that were donated to the country.
So like you said, it's not the catch for the materials.
Yeah, the materials
worth the valued. So the USAID is having social society activity. They have this social society activity that they are dealing with 6 social society organizations that are into health. So the USAID mission, that is the mission director to Liberia, they had their activity just recently, and he made a remark there. And during that time, he spoke about the mismanagement of donated products to diagnose HIV, tuberculosis, and also medicines for malaria and all of that was donated. According to him, was mismanaged. And what brought that to the attention of everyone, he said that the money was, I think last year, was donated, the items worth that amount, and then it was mismanaged. And he said that 90% of the medicines that are sold in pharmacies across Liberia are donated medicines. Yes, that was brought that entire, the concern of people. 90% of the medication in pharmacies are stolen, medicine. So I follow this development, try to get all sides involved, knowing that the mission director has said that as well. I spoke with the civil society, some actors from the civil society organizations that are in health, that are monitoring this entire thing, that came up with the research as well. And what they managed to say, Joyce Klippo is also she's with Public Health Initiatives Liberia. And also on this global fund, because it was global fund and the USAID that gave the medical supplies. So what she said is that they conducted their research. What they ascertained within their research is that indeed medication, was stolen. Even we saw some years back was this report from Magibi that had to do with the health workers, and they were suspended and all of that. So she said yes, that happened as well. And also, but what she was not able to verify was the 90% of the medication sold in pharmacies are donated medicine. She said that was not part of their report as to that. But I think the USAID has their own report that they are referencing, like she said. And when I spoke to the immediate past immediate health minister, Dr. Wilhelmina Jala, she said yes, medicines were stolen by some people involved, within the health sector. They were suspended. The investigation is ongoing. And what she said is she made what was important to know. She said what we need to find out is what are those medication that has been given, donated by USAID. According to her, the medication that USAID donates or have donated is malaria medicine, the testing supplies for HIV, and also tuberculosis. So her thing here is, like she said, to say that 90% of the medication that are in pharmacies are donated medicine, are stolen medicine, that was unrealistic to have said that, because USAID is not giving antibiotics. They are not donating that. And other, medication, they are only donating malaria medicine. They are donating tuberculosis and testing things. So there was a need, according to her, to actually investigate and to have citizen arrest on those pharmacies that the USAID or the civil society organizations that came up with the research know that those pharmacies are holding those donated medicine, they're storing, they're selling it. They should go to them and arrest them for doing that. But what she's countering is that 90% is not realistic. That is unfair to have said that 90% of the medicine is there. But for some people who stole the medicine that was donated to the public facility, they are on ongoing investigation. And you said mission director also stressed that because of that, the medicine that was stolen, there are people who are in a rural area, hard to reach area, they cannot get medicine. He said they visited, they saw empty shelves where you see no medication. The people go to hospital, they cannot get medication at the public facility. Even Joyce Klippo, who is part of the civil society organization, she also said that. She said even the poor people, they are made to buy the medicine that were donated. So that when I reached out to the new health minister, Dr. Luis Poto, she shy away from responding to that. And I think because she feel that she doesn't have more information, she said she had understanding on that, she will speak to that, but she cannot speak to that and all of that. So as it relates, is actually a shame on the country, to hear USAID talking about 90% of medication are stolen in pharmacies. So there's a need to actually investigate that aspect that he had spoken about, because the issue about medication too has been stolen is true. They also say they gave malaria medicine and tuberculosis, HIV testing kit and all of that. But with that 90%, that needs to be investigated as well.
Yeah, thank you. And this is very serious. An investigation has to be conducted to if anyone is found guilty, they should be prosecuted. That is following the investigation from the civil society organizations and other organizations that deal with health issues. If those who are found culpable, they should be prosecuted. They should be prosecuted, and if they are found guilty, they should, face the full weight of the law to be able to serve as deterrence to others. Because if this is happening in the health sector, and nothing is done, to those that are doing it, it just emboldens other people to want to do the same. So I hope an investigation can be conducted. And that is why I don't know as to whether there is any law, and if there is not any law, I think those medical practitioners, those doctors, meaning the doctors and nurses at the public hospitals and clinics. You see a lot of them around. They have drugstores. Yeah, they have drugstores. So at the end of the day, most of the medicines that are donated to the hospitals and the clinics,
they take that
up in their drugstore, in their own drugstore.
Yeah,
in their own drugstore. I went at a hospital, a public hospital before. A test was done, a laboratory test was done, and instead of this doctor sending me to the pharmacy at the hospital to buy drugs, the doctor had his own drugs.
Referring to his.
Yeah, he had drugs with his own medicine.
Yeah,
in the bag. He said he's selling it for a reasonable price. I said no, I want to go to the pharmacy.
Of course.
Yeah. So those are things that are happening in the health sector. The medical workers, the medical practitioners themselves, they are stealing a lot of the medicines that are donated and carrying them to their own health facilities or to their own pharmacies. So that is why I think if you are minister of health, you even a doctor, and you serve in a public space, I think you shouldn't even have a pharmacy. A pharmacy based on what on what's happening in the country, because most of the medicines that are donated or that are brought at the various hospitals in the country, they end up at those pharmacies.
Yeah.
And at their personal clinics and all of that. So I think the government has got to look into that. But folks, let's go to the lines. It's now about 16 minutes up to 10 o'clock. And of course, you're listening to the Today Show on Spoon FM 107.5, also live on Fabric 101.1 megahertz. Call us now and have to say about some of the things that we've said here. You can also play the radio entertainment game. We have 10 more minutes to go for playing the game. So you can play. And the playing code is just *799# using your non-cell SIM card. Dial *799#, select number 3 for Spoon FM. And once you select number 3, you want to also pay the playing fee, which is 70 cents US or 100 Liberian dollars, using your mobile money account. Both USD and LD, or better say, you can go and buy the recharge card and play. So you can play multiple times because it's a raffle draw. The more you play, the more your chances are to win. But there are folks who can also play once and win. So it's all left with you. It's a choice you have to make. But let's go to the lines now. 0777 1075 0555 101075. 0777 1075 0555 101075 are the numbers to put it through. Let's talk to this person. Good morning, your name and where you join us from.
Yeah, good morning. I'm Owale Samu calling from Tanazio. Okay, yeah, my brother, what you're saying is not it's true. And I have similar experience that got read to JFK. My woman was pregnant and I took her to JFK and they would just prescribe this other medicine. go and buy this, sometimes $25, sometimes $30. The moment I make a attempt to walk in the hallway, I will just see somebody behind me will say, "Oh, where you going by?" And the moment I show them the paper, they say, "Oh, come so it," and we just go in the corner and they will just give me that medicine and I pay for it. So there is nothing about lies when it comes to that particular report. Our people here, that is what they are involved in.
Okay, thank you very much. 077771075. It's like I spend a lot of time talking, not on him. My microphone was actually close.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, call us on 077771075. 077771075. 055101075. Let's talk to this person. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from?
Yeah. Good morning. I'm Cecilia Kisting calling from the Arai Highway.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you for the topic on our discussion this morning. Everything that was said is true. I had an experience 2019 at the Hope for Women Hospital, where I went there. And then after I was sent to the pharmacy to pay for my medication, I encountered this lady at the pharmacy at that time. And she told me all the medicine I would get here to the pharmacy is very much expensive. But when you want it for lesser price, I get it in plastic instead of you buying it from the pharmacy.
Yeah.
I said, but why would be in hospital and telling me I'm buying medicine for in plastic? But I'm sure that medicine say, oh, that the original one are the good one. So, like, why you people are discussing? No license that exactly what can happen. At times we see even following you outside of the gate. Oh, we can not just go somewhere to so clean it with direct you there. At the end of the day, I don't medicine at the information that they can send to the favor.
That is so bad.
So thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. 077771075 05551101075, and don't forget to play the radio entertainment game to win yourself $2,500 Liberian dollars at 9:55 this morning. 20 persons will be walking away with $2,500 Liberian dollars each. And all you need to do to be a part of the draw is to dial the playing code. It's *799#, *799#. Select number 3 for Spoon FM, and you choose how to pay the playing fee, which is 70 cents US or 100 Liberian dollars. And once you do that, you automatically get into the draw and you stand a chance to win $2,500 Liberian dollars here this morning. But let's go back to the line. Scholars, what have you got to say about the report emanating from USIS that says the Weah Taylor regime reportedly misused US $14 million worth of medical supplies donated to the country? Let's talk to this person. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from? Good morning.
Morning, sir. Morning.
I'm okay. Let's hear you.
I want to play some of game, man. Can I play more?
You can play 100 times if you wish.
Okay.
Thank you very much. All right, 077771075 will be join our winners here very shortly. So if you want to play the game, you need to play it quickly because in a few minutes we will be drawing our winners right here. So the playing code, like I said, is *799#, *799#. You see, only your non-star cell SIM card. And once you dial *799#, you select number 3 for Spoon FM. You choose how to pay the playing fee, which is 70 cents US or 100 Liberian dollars. But we have a caller on the line. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from?
Good morning. This is Rani Parker from Broadview.
Okay. How's Broadview?
Fine, though.
All right. Let's hear you.
Yeah, with respect to what that lady have just said in studio, right? It is true.
Okay.
Yeah, now we're on operation at redemption. For every step we take, we end up paying some money. Can you imagine I pay up to $300 United States? Yeah, so it is true. People have stolen those drugs that they do not give to Liberian people. So it is not a fake story. So this I think there is still what again. Down to redemption, you go redemption the same thing, you will just get the same thing.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Thank you for calling.
You're welcome.
All right. Okay, so folks, we like to go through the local dailies here this morning. The front page Africa and the Daily Observer. I will do the front page, and Dennis will go through for us the Daily Observer. Here on the front page, Africa, I see the photograph of the two major contenders in the senatorial by-election there in Nimba County, and it is captioned ethnic rivalry. It's captioned ethnic rivalry. I see the photograph of Nyan Tuayen, the Unity Party candidate there in Nimba County, and the photograph of Representative Samuel Koga, who is reportedly supported by Prince Johnson, the senator of Nimba County, in the by-election. So let's see whether we can bring you a gist of this development. It says Nimba County senatorial by-election scheduled for Tuesday, April 23, 2024 may turn out to be more complex than previous elections in the county, where the outcomes were largely predictable. This time around, there are several intricacies that may leave the discerning voters thinking deeply before casting their votes. Its complex nature stems from the key themes on which the campaigns have been centered and upon which the electorate's decision will be based today. Well, you can grab yourself a copy of the Front Page Africa newspaper and read the details of that development. I don't want to go into the details of it, so just grab yourself a copy of the Front Page Africa newspaper. Or better still, you just log on to their online platform and read for yourself the detail of that development. And this development, I see the photograph of the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Jonathan Forante Kofa, and it's captioned, "I enjoy the confidence of the majority. Speaker Kofa dismisses rumors of plot for his remover." All right. Let's go over to another development here on the Front Page Africa this morning. This one says, terminated EPS agents seek lawmakers' intervention as colleagues linger behind bars. Terminated EPS agents seek lawmakers' intervention as colleagues linger behind bars. Okay, you can grab yourself a copy of the Front Page Africa newspaper and read for yourself that development. Finally, from the Front Page Africa for today, illicit miner sues villagers for exposing his own crimes. Illicit miner sues villagers for exposing his own crimes. All right, so grab yourself a copy of the Front Page Africa newspaper and read for yourself that development. Dennis.
Yeah, for the Daily Observer newspaper, I see the first story here with the speaker picture that says House endorses audit. House endorses audit. I think it's in relation to what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Gives GAC green light to proceed. Okay. And the other one says RNCHR, that is the Independent National Commission on Human Rights. Commissioner faces probe over 30-year-old man's death. So they've been probed yet. The Liberian National Police is set to investigate Independent National Commission on Human Rights Commissioner Mohammed Famula in connection with the death of Prince Wayu, a 30-year-old man found deceased in police custody. Yeah. So those were the two stories I think captured on their website. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, so folks, that's it. We have to go. It's 5 minutes up to the time, 10 o'clock. I would like to say thanks to all of you for your listening role. I've been doing the draw, and I'm still doing it currently. Those of you who play the radio game, please, start checking your SMS. Start checking your phones, to know whether you are one of our winners. Because as I speak, I am doing the draw. 20 persons walking away with 2,500 Liberian dollars. We don't just want you to listen to the show and then walk away free. You listen to the show and you stand to benefit something at the end of the day. So that is exactly what we are doing now. So 18 persons currently have a text message in their phone of receiving $2,500 Liberian dollars. So I just want to conclude with the balance 2 persons, and then we conclude this edition of the Today Show right here on your favorite dial. Okay, so folks, that's it. Check your phones if you played the radio game. I've already joined the 20 winners. And thanks for your listening role. Those of you who have been listening, those of you who have been watching, thank you very much for being there. And for those of you in Nimba County, in Grand Jedeh County, participating in the by-elections in those counties, you want to remain very, very peaceful, and you want to go and cast a ballot. In spite of all of the negative circumstances that may be characterized by those elections, you just need to go and cast your ballot because it's your constitutional right. It's something that you need to do. If you don't do, other people will make decision, and the decision the other people will make is going to be the final for the next 9 years. 9 years and 6 years for Grand Jedeh. So you want to go to the ballot and make this very, very crucial decision. My name is Yekezi Zogwe. Dennis?
Yeah, just to leave, I'd like to say happy birthday to Juliana, who is a journalist also in the US, celebrating, to Cyrus McGee, Robert Haynes, who is the director of press at the House of Representatives. Also to Olivia Brown of QFM, and also to Helena Howard, to all of those celebrating, and to my own sister Rufina Davis, who celebrates. I'd like to say happy birthday to all of them. And that is how I like to leave this morning. We will be back tomorrow with another fascinating edition of the program. Yekizi?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We will be back here with a very thunder striking edition. So catch us up tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.